Welcome back to Mock the Mock, where we take a look at someone else's mock draft and I mock it. And this is a treat. This was a request in the comments. Always feel free to request Mock the Mock videos or really anything. Just request anything. I'll take a look at it and I'll see if I can do it. But they were like, take a look at TPS's mock draft. Because it's hot. It's spicy. It's spicy. If you're not familiar with TPS, what is it? Total something sports. I don't know. They're a very divisive company. There have been a lot of very unhappy workers there in the past. But we're looking at their mock draft. That's neither here or there. It's going to be fun. I already went ahead and watched the video. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself, because it'd be flabbergasting. It'd be flabbergasting, yo. But what's crack-a-lacking? It's your boy Broshmo. Just in case you did not know, so go ahead, become a bro, and subscribe. Leave that thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. All right, I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. First, let's shout out the sponsor of today's video, Underdog. Right? That's it, right? Underdog Fantasy. If you, right now, they got a little offer going on. If you use promo code Broshmo, upon your first deposit of $100 or less, they're willing to match that. So if you put in like 70, use promo code Broshmo, you're going to be playing with 140. They're willing to match whatever you deposit. So go ahead, man. They do fantasy, like best ball leagues, pick 'em, stuff like that. It's real fun. Also, go ahead, check out the merch, man. Check out the merch, because let me tell you, it helps support the channel. It helps allow me to push out content. I try to push out as much content as I can for y'all. So if you want to support the channel financially, you could do that. Also, I'm trying to find a way to give you all some access to like my big board, more like a physical, a concrete access to my big board, my prospect rankings and such. That way, you know, you have something like a small draft guide, it's not going to be an in-depth draft guide. Let me tell you that. I don't have all the Photoshop in ability to do that, but I'm trying to find where I can do that for y'all. So be on the look for that sometime, hopefully in the next few months. But let's get into this. Detroit Lions, Kayvon Thibodeau. Who's surprised? Not us. We could probably move on to the next pick. They take best player available. Unfortunately, there's not a quarterback that you feel real good at number one about. With the next pick, Eagles is Dolphins pick. They're using current draft order, I believe. This is based off last week's slate of games. So this is like post week 7 or pre-week 7. Kyle Hamilton, Eagles. Dude, I know some people be like, safety won't go in the top 5, which it's like, okay, that's a fair point. It is kind of a devalued position in terms of the draft. That's why we saw a guy like Derwin James fall. We haven't seen safety go top 5 since Jamal Adams, I believe. And Kyle Hamilton, definitely, there's a case to be made. He could be the next one in the top 5. The dude is really good at 2. It feels a bit spicy, but I mean, outside of trading out, what else are you doing here for the Eagles? You could dip into the edge class. It's already very deep. You have 2 other first-round picks. And if you're not allowed to trade in a mock, then really, what can you do? So I'm not going to dispute that much. And we got the Jags. They go Evan Neal. He opted to protect Trevor Lawrence in this mock. Makes all sense in the world. Nothing out of the usual. These are like staple picks for a lot of people. So it makes sense. And I say that because I know some people like to have their clickbait picks like, oh, that's hot. That's hot. Or they're trying to show off other prospects, so they'll throw someone that they maybe don't think is a first rounder, but should be a guy getting some buzz. They just got some weird picks. I'll just say that. This draft falls apart fairly quickly. I forgot where, but it does. Just wait. Malik Willis going pick 4. Listen, the guy's got the highest ceiling in the class. If you're the Texans, you're probably not sold on Davis Mills. And if you're going to get the first shot at a quarterback of your choosing, then yeah, I'm. This kind of makes sense. Malik Willis by no means is a complete prospect or like a day one starter prospect, but he's a guy with a huge ceiling. And then on to the next one. I think this is the Eagles? No, Giants, right? Giants. They go Aiden Hutchinson. For a lot of people, he's like the next edge rusher, top edge rusher in this class. The Giants, if they don't want to invest in the offensive line, considering after Evan Neal, it's kind of hard to justify anyone else here at 5. You kind of feels like reaching at that point, but Aiden Hutchinson's phenomenal for a lot of people. He's edge 2, so yeah. So far, nothing out of the ordinary. Derek Stanley going to the Jets. Another very popular pick for a lot of people. Not really much to get into with this, right? So let's keep going, because I got a lot to say about future picks down the line. DeMarvin Leal going to the Patriots here. So they got the Patriots, and I don't think Patriots will end up picking top 10. But if they do, DeMarvin Leal's wonderful, man. Like, they don't really invest a lot in their interior. They just kind of have this mixed bag of misfits, you know? They just bring in guys that, it's like, yeah, they can serve a purpose. They serve a role. We're going to rotate a lot of them in and out. Granted, they did just get Christian Barmore in the last draft, but Leo is a much lighter guy than Barmore. Barmore is going to be more of that, like, nose to 3 tech. While Leo is a guy that you could play outside of the tackle, you could play inside, 5 tech, even 3 tech. Like, the guy's super twitchy, super athletic, great, uses his hands very well. So yeah, if the Patriots could get their hands on him, then why not? Especially if you're like, I don't want to go with the top receiver. So for me, Leo is going to be higher than any of the receivers on my board. So yeah, it's fine. Let's keep going. Oh, man, here it is. Oh, Gojo's in here for this pick. So, Gojo, they got the Eagles going with Sam Howell. He's just not impressed. Thought he was going to come up and, you want to come chill? Come chill. Look at that. Look at Gojo. See, Akila doesn't like being in videos. She's out there just chilling. Gojo, he loves being on camera. Such a sweet little puppy. Not so little anymore, bud. But Sam Howell, listen. The guy's got great arm talent. If someone thinks he's the top quarterback at this class, I'm not going to dispute it. The arm talent's there. Unfortunately, he's been stuck with a really bad team there in UNC. They lost a lot of good players last year through the draft. The offensive line's bad. The playmakers are bad. The defense is bad. He's making the most he can in that situation. I think it's really helping him with because he's kind of forced to now have to go through progressions instead of sticking on his first read, because his first read's not open a lot of the times. I mean, to be fair, Josh Downs is kind of like his go-to guy, but you can't go to that guy. You can't be like Keaton Slovis and just go to Drake London every play. You can't be Taylor Heineke and go to Terry McLaurin every play. You can't win games that way. So I'm not opposed to Hal still going somewhere in the top 10, especially to the Eagles. You have 3 first-round picks. You know, I'm telling y'all, Jalen Hurts ain't the guy there. I think a lot of Eagles fans realize that. Even some Hurts truthers during this offseason that just railed me for saying Hurts ain't the answer. They're going to give Hurts another year, and yeah. Yeah, I'm not opposed to this. And you would think, I say this draft gets hot, it gets spicy, this would have been the pick. That ain't the pick. Where are we at? Ma Gardner, the Eagles, they have the next pick. They go corner, great. Steven Nelson, he's on a 1-year deal. Just add talent to the cornerback position. Makes a ton of sense in the world. Let's move on. Gardner's great. I love the sauce. Hey, Gojo, you want to be a little quiet down there, bud? I swear, this dog, man. This dog. All right. Jets, they're going Garrett Wilson. I like the idea of the Jets going receiver in the first round with their second first-round pick. Whether it be Olave, Wilson, Burks, London, whoever they have as their top guy or a good fit for Wilson. Garrett Wilson's probably going to be a first-round prospect for a lot of guys, or the top receiving prospect for a lot of guys, just because I think he's better at all levels compared to Olave. They're both very close. It's really pick whatever you like. Like Olave is, I think, a much better deep threat. Both have been, especially Olave, are pretty good after the catch. So Yeah, I like the idea of the Jets doing that. So, again, nothing too crazy. All right, here's where it gets crazy. Spencer Radler to the Washington football team. Let me tell you. I think at this point, at this moment, one of two things happens with Spencer Radler. One, he's transferring. He ain't getting the starting job back at Oklahoma. His draft stock's tanking. You got to transfer and hopefully recover that stock. Okay, bud. Come here. You got to be quiet, my friend. Yeah, do it on the carpet. So they're chewing on a bone. But you got to recover your draft stock, and you're not going to do it at Oklahoma. You're going to have to go somewhere else. You've lost starting job. He's got the arm talent, right? We know he's got elite arm talent. It's just decision-making, disciplined play. This guy's literally, he doesn't go through progressions. He's playing street ball. He's out there trying to perform outside of structure, thinking he's Patrick Mahomes, just drifting out the pocket, just looking for an open guy. He's not going through progressions. But here's the other option. He just declares. And there ain't no way this cat goes in the first round. With as many questions there are about his play this season and his personality, his character, there ain't no way anyone's touching him in the first round. I'm just saying. This is where the draft, I was just like, and this was made after the Texas game. I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to throw that out there. This was made after the TCU game. What am I saying? Oh, when he was already benched. All right, let's go to the next pick. Oh, man. Interesting one. Okay. So he has the Dolphins. Where is this? Oh, here we go. Okay, they didn't have it separated in the time code. The Dolphins going Tyler Linderbaum. I get it. I've been saying I don't want the Dolphins picking offensive line in the first round. I don't want them to get younger. To be fair, I don't expect Linderbaum to be available at our pick. I guess really depends how the San Francisco 49ers do, because technically it's their pick. The Eagles have our pick, and you're welcome, Philly fans. But if he's still on the board, I'm totally down for taking him. I think he's a very sure thing in terms of being a prospect. So throw him at center. That's great. Add free agents on the offensive line at whether guard, tackle, just really fill in spots, because I think the youth on that, yes, they're trying to develop the offensive line, the whole offensive line at the same time as they're trying to develop Tua, and it's not really working out. To be fair, Tua's played pretty well the last couple of games, so there is that. But they have they have the whole Tristan Wirfs taking on Tyler Linderbaum because they were both wrestlers and winning. Tristan Wirfs has nothing but great things to say about Linderbaum, by the way. This next one's the Broncos. They go Kenyon Green. So at this point, I was like, okay, you could go Matt Corral. Maybe he's not high on Matt Corral. I don't know. I would expect Matt Corral to go ahead of Spencer Radler, but it is what it is. So they don't take a quarterback in this situation. They take Kenyon Green, a guy that can play guard, that can play tackle, probably stick him at right tackle. I think that'd be fine. I think he'd be really good for the Broncos blocking scheme, because while they're a bit of a zone blocking scheme, they're like a mix of a zone and gap blocking scheme. They have a lot of they like to pull their blockers to the other side. So getting a guy with quick feet, just good movement in general, that's Kenyon Green. So it's a good pick if you're not going to go quarterback. So let's keep this train rolling. Panthers are going Andrew Booth because they're not good enough at corner. Pause. J.C. Horn, Stephon Gilmore, C.J. Henderson. Granted, Dante Jackson. What are they going to do with him? They got Troy Pride Jr. that they drafted a couple of years ago. They got A.J. Boye, which, yes, he's probably not here after the next year. But at what point are you we're pretty good at depth. We are weak a lot of different other spots. I don't know. For instance, the offensive line, quarterback, because Sam Darnold ain't looking like the answer. It looks like Adam Gase legitimately broke Sam Darnold. So this blows my mind. And let alone Booth, he's kind of struggled the last month. You still believe in the talent. Keep in mind, this is his first real taste of like being a starter for a full season. So I'd still believe in the talent. I mean, you still got Kyer Elam, Trent McDuffie. Those are two guys that could possibly go rather at this spot. But the Panthers shouldn't be picking corner in the first round. Sorry? Not sorry? So you understand that at this point in the draft, you know, this isn't like, oh, I want to highlight guys no one's talking about. It's like, these are puzzling picks. I'm confused. I think Gilmore is a free agent. Is he a free agent after this season, though? I don't know. I can't remember the contract situation, so there might be a precedent for this, but I don't think there is. All right, Kenny Pickett going to the Giants. I'm going to talk about Kenny Pickett in my QB rankings video. So that should be out Thursday, I think. So check that out. I don't think Kenny Pickett's a first rounder. He's playing great football. He's playing Heisman worthy football. But cuz I think there's like maybe 3 first round quarterbacks in this class. Maybe. So it's like, yeah, it's safe to say that like the rest of the guys are like they're day 2. That's where I think like Pickett is, day 2 talent. But regardless, the Giants, why are you taking like the 4th quarter? Is he the 4th quarterback taken? 3rd in this class? They went. No, he's the 4th, right? Which I don't know why the Broncos wouldn't take one a couple of picks ago. But Daniel Jones, listen, I'm not a Daniel Jones truther. He's not playing bad football. Take the Rams game out of it. He's played pretty decent football. Am I saying he's the answer long term? No. I'm saying he's probably a better option than whatever you're going to get in this quarterback class if you're not sold on anybody. So maybe just wait till 2023. If you're going to do something, do it in free agency if you're really going to go after somebody. So, yeah. If you want to hear more about Kenny Pickett, that video should be out Thursday. I think I'm going to post this mock the mock Wednesday because it'd be a spicy meatball. I'll just say that. All right. I actually really like this pick. Chris Olave to the Browns. And this is, to be fair, they said, okay, this is assuming OBJ, that they just kind of like move on from him. Which, that's fair. Olave, good downfield threat. He can actually create after the catch. He's been pretty good off screens this season. He's a very polished route runner, as is most Ohio State prospects. So, yeah, I'm not going to dispute that. What else we got going on? Oh, here we go. Kansas City Chiefs. John Mechie. Yo. Listen, John Mechie, he's not a bad prospect. He ain't a first round prospect. He ain't the 18th overall pick prospect. The Chiefs need defense. Well, the Chiefs could definitely use a wide receiver too. Not more than defense. My gosh. You serious? You joking? At some point, I don't care how good your offense is. Let's beef up the offense because we know our defense is bad. We're going to have to win shootouts. Improve the defense so you don't have to always win a shootout. Your defense is bad. Kyrie Elam's still on the board. Shoot, if you're changing schemes, Trent McDuffie's still on the board. Kingsley Enagbare, Adam Anderson, and Nick Benito, George Karlaftis. I don't care who. There's a lot of good prospects on the board. Holy moly, man. Holy moly. Kyrie Elam actually comes off with the next pick. So, what? Makes sense for the Vikings. They need help at corner. Mike Zimmer likes drafting corners in the first round. Steelers go Kadon Sloat. Like, are they even watching football this season? And I say that in jest, you know. I'm not really going at these, I'm not going at their throat, you know. TPS got a lot of fans. I'm not trying to have my comment section just be a bunch of hate, because we're all about love here. But Slovis has been the same prospect since his freshman season. He's a guy with limited arm strength and terrible decision making. He's super accurate. He can put some nice touch on some of his passes, but his decision making has been the same since his freshman season. He's not a guy that's going to make big plays for you, but even worse, he's not a guy that will also take care of the football. He should be here with this pick. Oh, man. Oh, geez Louise. Where are we at? Oh, whoever did the time codes on this really sucks. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this. Treylon Burks goes to the Saints. It makes sense. Receiving help. It's all the rage. Especially for the Saints. Jameis Winston's out here throwing dimes and his receivers can't even catch the football. Michael Thomas, will he be a Saint after this season? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Buffalo Bills take Adam Anderson after they just added a plethora of pass rush. Even worse, they kind of talk about him like he's a linebacker, but they don't mention any of his coverage skills because he's not used in coverage. I mean, it's not a bad option. Take the best player available. I mean, yeah, you got Boogie Basham. You got Gregor Rousseau, who's been playing good football. You still got Jerry Hughes. I know he's kind of like ancient, but he's still playing well. Mario Addison, another guy who's a bit ancient, but he's still playing well. I feel like you go other spots here, but it's not a bad pick just because Adam Anderson's pretty darn good, you know? I just got to end the hate, dude. I don't want to bash. Icky Ikwanu going to the Titans. I like this a lot. I like it a lot. Whether they want him at tackle or guard, you know the lifeblood of that offense is Derrick Henry. So get Derrick Henry, probably the best run blocking tackle / guard offensive lineman in this class. And it's my boy Icky, dude. Icky's probably, I'm telling you, Icky's gonna go top 10. He's really good. Like how much he has improved as a pass blocker this season is tremendous. Jordan Davis finally goes off the board with the Cowboys pick, which is nice. Can you imagine Davis next to Osa Odigizua? That's scary. I like Jordan Davis much. I'd much rather like Jordan Davis in this 15 to 25 range. I think that's about right for him. So I don't mind this pick at all. If you're the Cowboys, you're probably going defense anyway, unless I guess an offensive lineman kind of like catches your eye or something. I don't know. You're probably going defense, and Jordan Davis is a good value here. Let's see. Oh yeah, Raiders go Christian Harris. This is the thing. I think they may have not misspoke, but they're like, Christian Harris is all you can ask for in a linebacker. Probably the best coverage linebacker in this class. I'm pretty sure they probably meant man coverage because dude drops back in zone and he's kind of lost, you know? I really do think he's up there just because of how athletically gifted he is. He's probably a guy you want in man coverage. I would say probably Nakobe Dean is a better man coverage corner just because if you think Harris is athletic, Dean's, he's athletic. I think Devin Lloyd might be a better fit for the Raiders personally because they run a lot of zone and they expect their linebackers to run a lot of zone. I don't know what this is. My phone just started going off. Just had to go ignore that call. It's just for me, like Christian Harris has been a guy that's kind of fallen down my board. It's not like ridiculously. Like I probably have a second round grade on him. He's like my linebacker 4 in this class, so just not my linebacker 1. What else we got going on here? Oh yeah, that's right. Wait, no. There we go. Oh, hold on. Drake London, Chargers. With the assumption Mike Williams is probably going to be a free agent if they don't resign him. Yeah, Drake London makes a ton of sense. We can move on. Let's find something a bit more spicy. Jahan Dotson to the Bucks. It's kind of spicy because, like, honestly, Godwin, he's on a franchise tag, right? He might not be back. Antonio Brown might not be back. I mean, honestly, like, with the Bucks, with how good the roster is, if you want to add another Penn State wide receiver to replace former Penn State wide receiver Chris Godwin, why not? Grab Brady more weapons. Like, I'm not opposed to it. At first, I was like, oh, this is so weird. They got so many weapons. But it's like, if you're looking to the future. I know that they also got Jaleel Darden. But keep in mind, he's a 4th rounder. So adding competition. Because, I mean, keep in mind, man, they have a plethora of receivers there. Like Tyler Johnson, Scotty Miller. Like guys that could probably be starters elsewhere. I mean, now that I'm speaking out loud about it, like how much talent is on that squad at the receiver position, it's like they really don't need this. This is just greedy at this point. Oh, man. Dotson's real good, though. 28 is... Oh, Devin Lloyd. I actually like this for the Lions. They come out with KT, and then they get Devin Lloyd. Linebacker, pretty weak position on the roster. Devin Lloyd, I think he's gonna be like a top 10 to 15 linebacker in the league for quite some time. This is his skill set. It just produces well. He's long. He's gonna be able to clog passing lanes. But what he does against the run, what he does as a blitzer is what I think is where he's gonna really succeed. You know, so he's got a skill set that just translates to success at the linebacker position. Let's see. Charles Cross going to the Bengals. Makes all the sense in the world. If Riley Reif doesn't return, grab another guy that could be your right, left tackle because Jonah Williams could play either spot. Charles Cross, most past, probably he's going to be one of the most battle-tested in terms of true pass sets, up there with Abraham Lucas. Cross has looked extremely good. You go to the Alabama tape and be like, wow, that guy's very improved from last season. You'd be right. Super athletic upside with this cat too. Drake Jackson, dude, I would say falls, but I mean, it's a deep edge class. We're going to see guys fall. But Drake Jackson going to Green Bay, I mean, that's nice. I like it. Preston Smith, Zadarius Smith, 2 guys that might not be on the roster come the 2022 season. So grabbing more pass rush, guys super athletic. This is fine. This is fine. 31. What do we got? Oh, yeah. Somehow George Karlaftis makes it all the way here to 31, which totally could happen. It's a deep edge class. I like him as a replacement for Derek Wolfe. So I like this. So what do they finish off with? Oh, yeah. This one's good, too. Roger McCreary. This is a good fit for the Cardinals, man. He's playing good football. Got no complaints. But what was this mock draft? Wild, right? What a riot. You let me know in the comment section below. This is crazy. It was a fun mock draft. But that's it for the video. Go ahead, do that YouTube thing. And as always, until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.